Beautiful. So, sunshine. The Dead is playing in the background. Good old Grateful Dead. It's Grateful Dead hour for KZFR, Blessed Community Radio. I had an aha moment in a day, like many days these days, heaven and hell simultaneously. And that aha moment comes to back down to life being that classic metaphor of a roller coaster. The pendulum always swinging, in the Hermetic principles, that would be the principle of rhythm. All things that rise must fall. All halves are but half-truths. All things will have their day of reckoning and will have their day of reconciliation. Blessed too, an old soul indigo starseed. You know exactly who you are, who I had the honor to meet and am forever friends with in this life and another life. And I don't say that lightly. When I was going through the Mandela effect in the summer of 2016, I had the privilege to meet her and work with her for a while, and also be at a house that's now burnt down on Butte Creek Canyon, with the creek always flowing by in the backyard. Oh, rent free for 3 months. Such a time that was, to wake up in the white noise in the background, to meditate too. Anyways, we were talking about crescendo points, because she definitely is Mandela affected, and we resonated on so many different levels. It is exactly like my lovely subscribers here on YouTube, and really talking to them about the stuff we actually resonate person to person. And of course, if you see my other videos, you know that my father's ME, and this other person who, even though she's not in my life right now, also ME, and when I talked to her, she became another catalyst in my personal journey, as the Mandela effect became a catalyst, and she became a catalyst in recognizing the internal spiritual and metaphysical growth that comes with the Mandela effect. And what I want to talk about in regards to it is relating the Mandela effect through my personal experience and the Hermetic principle of rhythm. That is to say, with the metaphor that comes with the principle of rhythm, that is the pendulum swing. In Taoist philosophy, it would be said to master Taoism is to be attached yet detached simultaneously. And in our dramas, in our day-to-day stories that play out, much like TV shows, we have the comedy and we have the tragedy. And really the most interesting stories is when you're able to have both at once. And with that, I would have to say that in my personal life, this year alone, that's wrapping up to an end, 2018, I've had more thievery happen to me, and I've had more glimpse to the dark side in ways that I would have never comprehended prior, because experience is priceless. That which poets have tried to put words to that which is wordless, such as poets putting words to that which is wordless. So with that, there's the escalation of what doesn't seem to be time alone, but also of the up moments and down moments, of the good and bad times happening in a quicker, escalating way. our sense of linear time is speeding up because there's more interactions and there's more events unfolding quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker, thanks to things like the grandiose internet. And with this, it creates the opportunity of shedding past the assumption of absolute towards linear time, absolute towards the egoic mind, to allow both to take the back seat as the placement that they are meant to be, as conscious tools to escalate and work as pinnacle points to progress forward. And I'll be straight up brutally honest with you. If you're still watching, bless you, because I definitely rambled off topic. It's fun to ramble. I'm gone. Hope you could hear the music right now. I might just start singing. I like singing the background moments. Grateful Dead music, ja. Steep roller coaster, motor rolling on the tracks. He's gone, gone, nothing's gonna bring him back. He's gone. I listened to Grateful Dead music when I was a child. It's fun to get a child's perspective of their music, because it helps you recognize, especially lyrically as a poet myself, how progressive and psychedelic their lyrics are, along with their jamming in the quantum moment of now. Why every recording of every single song is continuously different. When you're listening to them, it's like you're time traveling back there. I was born in '93, so I was never able to see the Dead. But alas, I have that appreciation. And having said that, referencing Terence McKenna, as linear time progresses, reality itself becomes more psychedelic, because we start to put our consciousness in a state of discomfortability, where our closet, if you will, of our unconscious is right there in front of us in the here and now, and it's unavoidable. And this happens in the process of the merging that happens with the conscious and the subconscious being that cosmic Christ consciousness, Gaia consciousness, whatever label you want to put to it, the vaster intellect that we all embody, life and reality alike. Rolling down the tracks, he's gone, gone, nothing's gonna bring him back. Ja. I just love the chorus to that. It works well. So, all that being said, with the principle of rhythm, it's escalating, is it not? For me personally, the Mandela effect has helped apply conscious awareness to that which has always been. And that's, after all, the crescendo point of waking up, is to apply conscious awareness to your unconscious sleeping patterns, in order to allow, if you will, the gateway between dreams and waking life, as incrementally inseparable as gravity in correspondence to up and down and left and right, as incrementally inseparable as space and time alike. It's just that of waking life and reality. Feels like that's what it is to merge the trilogy, if you will, operating on the thought paradigm of the conscious, subconscious, and unconscious. The merging of the conscious intellect coming together with the subconscious intellect comes with the reconciliation of the unconscious. cleansing, if you will. After all, as a metamorphosis from a caterpillar to a butterfly, people assume butterfly is so beautiful, just must have been so easy to get to that point. Probably the most difficult thing ever fathomed in a life form, to undergo such a process. In reality, it is. That goes in correspondence to the principle of polarity. But, as I did in most of this video, digressing, I will leave it at that. Much love. Happy New Year to be. Namaste.